Welcome everybody. This is the recording of Gnani Purush Dada Shri and his presence on this earth of ours. Gnani Purush Dada Shri. These DVDs, we start with Pratyaksh Dada. Pratyaksh means live in front of me. Dada is the Gnani, the fully awakened one, who walked the face of this earth between 1908 to 1988, 1907 to 1988. He has left a legacy of the new science of self-realization through the direct approach to the self, without any doership and without any effort on the part of the seeker. Come, let us have his darshan. We start with Pratyaksh Dada Part 1. In this you will see the reverence and the love with which Mahatmas, whom those who met him and those who received the knowledge of the self from him through the Gnanvidi, how they revere him, how they respect him. And this is on a special day of the Guru Purnima. The Gnani is nobody's Guru. However, on this particular day, the Gnani himself is being taken in a procession in the streets of Mumbai, not to really display the ceremony and the pomp and the circumstance around this, but more so that others who have not had his darshan of such a rare human being, the one who is absolutely free and separate from the mind, speech, and body, the one who is without any sense of ownership of his mind, speech, and body, the one who has come to awaken the absolute self within every one who meets him, if the person is ready for it. So let us now begin his darshan. Darshan starts with the external vision of the eyes, and then it rises higher and higher from the internal vision as one becomes more aware of the reality behind that which is constantly changing. Jai Satchidanand. We start with the three mantra. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vajjayanam, Namo Loe Sava Sahunam, Aso Panchanamukaro, Savvapa Vappanashano, Mangalanam Chasavve Sim, Padmam Havai Mangalam, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchidanand. Periodically, I will come in and give some live commentary on what is happening, and as necessary, will add in the translations so that you know what is going on in this darshan. Thank you. Welcome. Jai Sat Chit Anand. The awareness of the eternal is glorious, and that bliss is eternal. Thank you. This is the current living Tirthankar, Sri Simandar Swami. Namo Arihantanam is written on top of it. I bow to the one who has annihilated all his inner enemies of anger, greed, deceit, pride, ego, insistence. They are preparing the stage here for the arrival of Gnani Purush Dada Shri. And the chant that is going on is Dada Bhagwan Na Asim Jai Jaikar Ho, which means eternal glory to the eternal one within all that lives. Dada Bhagwan is the eternal one within all that lives. He is in you and I too. The difference is that in I, says Dada Shri, the Gnani Purush, he has manifest completely, and in you, he has yet to manifest. Dada Bhagwan is giving darshan. Dada Bhagwan is the one within, the one whom you see with the black cap and the garlands around the neck is not Dada Bhagwan. He is a Gnani Purush. His name is Ambalal Muljibhai Patel, A.M. Patel, and he became enlightened in 1958. And beginning in 1962, he started enlightening everyone that he met. Are you really John? Are you really Mary? Mary is your name. Who are you really? You can see the energy and the joy in the faces of all of these human beings who are called Mahatmas. Mahatmas means the great soul. They have received the self and they are singing Dada Bhagwan, the eternal one. Asim means boundless. Jai Jaikar, glory. So eternal glory to the boundless glory to the eternal one within me and you. There he is, Gnani Purush Dada Shri. In hall. Some key Mahatmas standing around Dada Shri here in Bombay. This is in the late 1970s, early 80s. As the chant is going on, Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Jaikar Ho, you can see that they are also clapping their hands. So the mind is involved in the chant. The body is also involved in the chant. The voice is singing eternal glory to the self within. And so then there is unity in mind, speech and body as they do the darshan of the one on this very special Guru Purnima day, a very special day. This is the day that the Gnani is in his full form, the absolutely enlightened one within, and this one is absolutely separate from the mind, speech and body. Through his eyes, he is giving individual darshan, engaging his eyes with everybody. And now they have brought him out, and they are going to take him in a procession on the streets of Mumbai and Bombay, so that people who are not self-realized, people who are not awakened to the S-capital self within you, would have the opportunity for this darshan. By looking at his body form, they will wonder why so many human beings are are so involved in this procession, and what is it about this human being that makes it so special? And so they would be interested in coming to listen to his original message, which is, who am I? Are you really John? Are you really Mary? Are you really Cecilia? Are you really Jeff? And so even as he is being carried around in this procession with a chant going on of Dada Bhagwan Nasim Jai Jaikar Ho in this very crowded and busy streets of Mumbai, other human beings get to have his darshan. There in front of Gnani Purush Dadashri, in the lower right hand corner, is the subsequent Atmagnani. You'll see more of her. There she is, Dr. Niruben Amin, who took over this science from 1988 till March of 2006. She was a physician by profession. She met him in 1968, gave up her profession, recorded every word of his in satsang, and introduced the Gnani Purush to the world effectively. In front of the Gnani is the image of the current living Tirthankar, the fully enlightened one. Gnani Purush himself says that I am not fully enlightened. I lack absolute enlightenment by 4 degrees, and therefore I also put together my own hands and sing within Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Jaikar Ho, because I need to go there. I need to have the darshan of the fully enlightened one. I have had his darshan in the Gnan Vidhi. I have had his darshan in my own enlightenment in 1958. But then when I opened my eyes, because of the nature of this current era of the time cycle, I slipped, as Dr. Niruben Amin places a garland of love on the neck of our Gnani Purush, Dada Shri. It's a very special chariot, decorated with love, pulled by horses. And these words say, Dada Bhagwan Na Asim Jai Jaikar Ho. Somebody is giving instructions that let this procession move to Vadala station, and around Vadala station, procession has started. Those were the days. It has apparently just rained a little bit. Usually Guru Purnima is in the summer months, and this Guru Purnima is in July. It is in the season of the monsoons. The rains have cleared, giving the opportunity for all the people to take the Gnani Purush in the procession. And they are trying to clear the ways here so that they can let the traffic pass too. Different hymns are being sung. People have come from all over India as well as abroad, overseas. During these times, in the presence of Gnani Purush Dadashri, very few people in the West and very few non-speaking, non-Gujarati speaking, non-Hindi speaking people were aware of the presence of this Gnani Purush, the latest fully awakened one, who not only was tremendously aware and awakened from within with reference to who we are, but what is it whereby these human bodies are formed? Where do we go after we leave this body? What is true liberation? How can we live liberation even as we move around in our current life? As we see the full image of the current living Tirthankar, the fully enlightened one, Lord Simandar Swami, sitting with his hands folded in front of him in the eternal gesture that for the enlightened one there is nothing remaining to be done. And the Mahatmas are following through. More than 30 years have passed since this scene that you see in front of you. Dada Bhagwan is the eternal one within you and I. And it's saying, Dase, chant Dada Bhagwan. For infinite lifetimes you have only given the names of a God or a Lord or a Supreme Being in front of you. Well, the opportunity arises for the rare one, for this very same one to awaken within you only. And he's singing Satchidanand Jay Satchidanand. Sat Chit Anand. Sat is eternal, Chit is the inner complex of knowledge and vision. As you see a double-decker bus of Mumbai passing through, and the old taxi cabs, and the post-rain cleansing of, and in the following ambassador car, one of the composers of many of the special hymns of Gnani Purush Dadashri, and one of the singers, Kaviraj Navneet Bhai, is singing. As the front lines are going way out ahead, people from their balconies are looking and watching this procession, wondering what all this is all about. In India, you have two kinds of processions. You have the wedding processions, and then you have the rare procession of the fully awakened one, or the one who is beyond any interactions of the mind, speech, and body, who is beyond any attachment and abhorrence, the one who is established as the S capital self within us. You see, we have two selves. We have the worldly self, which the world identifies as Jeff, Nada, Priya, or Uwe, and then there is the real self, the eternal one within us, which is the knower of all these scenes that pass in front of us. And we have been through infinite such scenes and processions of joy and celebrations. We have processions that are political in India. We have processions that are of the weddings. We have other processions where people celebrate different occasions. But the procession of the Gnani Purush is something that is a rarity, something that is absolutely a rare occasion. It is rare because it is one that liberates the viewer, the one who is involved in it, from the bondages of life after life. As on a hot summer day, post rainy season, somebody is giving fan to Gnani Purush Dadashri as he folds his hand in front of him in a bus. Following this procession, there are probably some key people who have arranged this entire day of celebration, so they get to sit in that bus. And then others who will just walk the entire path of the procession, happy to be part of this, totally oblivious of their pains and pleasure in his life. As some people get into the dancing mode of the procession of the Gnani, periodically they stop and they go around in circles. This is called Garba or dancing with joy and abandon. My Gnani is here. This is the celebration of the presence of my Gnani. He has given me my original self. He has given me the eternal love with which I can see others with this love. He has given me unlimited, unconfined love. As we see the different banners carried by different groups of people, and in different parts are the chant, the underlying chant is going on. Dada Bhagwan Asim Jai Jaikar Ho. As the Gnani looks at you, engages you, and he says, I have noted you. You are in my eyes. Even if you look into the eyes of the Gnani on this video, it will have an impact on you. This Gnani is no ordinary human being. The Gnani is the liberator of all liberators. This Gnani liberates you from your intellect, which says, oh, this is just an old man with a black cap and a suit and a get up and a go. What is this? Why are people getting so? Is this some kind of a cult worship? Is this some kind of the worship of one human being? No. These human beings who are carrying him with so much love, they have attained the eternal self within them. They have their covers of ignorance and the layers of ignorance which were keeping them continuously engaged in anger, greed, deceit, and pride has been removed. The veil of ignorance has been removed. The darkness has been dispelled. And that is why these people are so much in reverence of this human being. 30 years in January of 1988, this Gnani left his gross body, but his subtle presence continues through these words that you're listening, through this vision that is being assimilated in front of you as you look at him, as these very special young men in whites are carrying him. These are young men that he had trained. These are Aptaputras. These are men who have decided to dedicate their entire life to the cause of this direct approach to the self, Akram Vignan. They are called Aptaputras, and here is Gnani Purush Dadashri now on the stage, looking at the human beings in front of him, giving. Again, he's saying, I am also singing, you sing, I am singing to the Eternal One within me. The Eternal One within me is the one that is where our vision should be, our chit should be, our inner vision should be, our entire energy should be, our entire progression should be. And so that is the Dada Bhagwan. Dada Bhagwan, because human beings have difficulty putting his vision on the Eternal One within until you become realized, then the Gnani is my Eternal One. He represents my Eternal One because he has liberated me. And slowly with that vision and with the vision and the understanding that he gives about my own Eternal One, I will rise higher. And then wherever I go, when I say Dada Bhagwan Nasin Jajikar Ho, it will continue as a rhythm that my Lord within me, I have found you, you and eternal glory, boundless glory, infinite glory to this Eternal One within me, my Lord. I sing and celebrate now that I have found you within me. And even if I have not experienced you, I know you are within me. That is the God within all. That is the eternal I within all. And as Gnani Purush Dadashri moves over to the supremely enlightened one, the absolute one, and Jai, now this is the voice of Gnani Purush Dadashri. Let's listen. Now Gnani Purush has taken seat. This is out of a lot of love that they are washing the feet of the Gnani Purush. The opportunity to even touch the Gnani Purush is very rare. To see him is very rare. It is with deep reverence that you clean the feet of such a one who is not the owner of this body, not the owner of this feet. And Dr. Niruben is the first one to put the garland of sandalwood on Gnani Purush. As she bows down and Gnani Purush now goes around. You have different video clips here. Individual attention to each one. He engages the eyes of each one. And on the Guru Purnima day, to connect in this way is absolutely magnificent for the one who has taken enlightenment, through the Akram Gnan Vidhi. Akram means without any steps. Uh, without any steps, one attains the eternal self within. And that is the essence of human life, to come to home to the self and to have the darshan, this inner vision of who I am. These people are, it is with that vision that they are engaging in the vision of the one who is present in front of them with a much higher level and order of enlightenment. They call, by looking at him, they are saying, Dada Bhagwan, the one who has manifest within you, we, for you, you are our Dada Bhagwan. Even though the Gnani Purush refuses to be their Dada Bhagwan, he says, no human body can be a Dada Bhagwan. It is the eternal element within you. That which never dies is Dada Bhagwan. And so now he is good. And then he blesses you by touching you. That's Dr. Niruben Amin and other Mahatmas who have come in turn by turn to offer. The tradition was they would place a garland around the neck of the Gnani Purush. Some gave live flowers, others gave something that was more permanent. The Gnani would immediately bless it, and then that very same garland was placed on the neck of your own neck, of the one who offered this blessing. And then on this day of Guru Purnima Day, no, none of these people are asking for anything relative. They are not asking for anything worldly. They are asking for the energy that would give them the vision that maintains the separation of the self from the non-self. As we look at the divine feet of the Gnani Purush, the ability to even visualize them for what they represent, in the toe of the Gnani lies the liberation. To put your forehead in between on this toe represents your willingness to surrender to that which is the absolute, that which is much higher than you, and to receive the energies of such a one. The song says that I have been colored by the name of Dadaji, and I have no worries left as far as my worldly life is concerned, because when I go to the satsang with the name Dada, then I meet the Vitarag, the one who is absolutely free from attachment and aversion. And when I see him, my heart jumps in joy. That is the color that has enveloped me. I have no worries left in the external world. I have no concern for what happens to this mind, speech, and body. I don't enter into entanglements. I have met my Gnani liberator. As he keeps the image of the fully enlightened one, the current living Tirthankar, Lord Simandar Swami, behind him. Another private vision here. In every home, of Mahatmas, the image of Gnani Purush Dadashi was below the image of the current living Tirthankar, the fully enlightened one, who is another, and his name is Swami Simandhar. You can see another photograph of Dadashri along with the image of the fully enlightened one. Another image. People who have come to know this Gnani Purush simply have him embossed, have him ingrained, have him etched in the very deepest core of their being, for the love is natural. This human being is not this body, mind, and speech that you see in front of you. He says that is the body that is going to be burnt someday. But the vision with which I see you, that vision is eternal. And I see that you are also eternal. You are not this body. You are not this mind. You are not this speech. You are the Dada Bhagwan within. You are the pure one. And here we see one of the celibate boys, Aptaputras, giving a bath to Dada Shri. He was very sahaj, he was natural. Uh, he There was nothing secret about him. His entire life was a public charitable trust, became a public charitable trust since 1958. You say he's more than 70 years old here, and he is being given. I come running to the one and the only son of goddess Amba, Ambe Mata, but Nalal. Then his name was Ambalal. I will, I will, I will decorate my home for his arrival with the asopalar leaves, the long green leaves that you've seen in India. Oh, the son of the goddess Ambalal, come, I have decorated my home with asopalav and flowers. Dada is now wearing the dhoti by himself, a simple loin cloth. I have prepared saffron for you, my lord, to place on your forehead. I'm all ready for you. Please come, my lord, so that I can offer them to you. As he wears this simple undershirt. Oh, Ambalal, Ambe Matanalal, come, I'm ready for you. I have cleaned the streets and the outskirts of my home. I have lit lamps for you, my Dada, as the young Aptaputra now places oil. One dresses him, another one places oil on the hair and rubs precious oil gently on the head of the Gnani Purush. I have prepared very sweet dishes for you and very tasty and crisp save for you. I have prepared this item and this item for you. And I will serve them with all my love, my lord. Please come only once only, my lord. Come once. I've got betel nut as well, cardamom, and a clove for you after the dinner to offer you. I have got the betel nut pan for you. You are my everything. I am your everything, Dada. As he looks in a small mirror and knows exactly how to part his hair with precision. As he looks at himself, the Gnani looks at himself and he smiles and he is conversing with himself. Ambalal, you are looking very good, he says. Please come, Dada, come. Come only once, my lord. Come only once. Please hurry, I am waiting for you. As he wears the traditional sandalwood garland, takes a sip of water, his shirt immaculate with cufflinks. He had no. Everything should be with understanding, he says. All settlement of equanimity should be with understanding. He says this is pure science, but you must understand the science exactly, says the Gnani Purush. You need to take rest a little bit. If the doctor tells you that you have high blood pressure, if the doctor, all you have to tell is you have to. If the doctor tells you have high blood pressure, you just have to say, doctor, leave your medicines. I know who is the one who has the high blood pressure. I am not the one with the high blood pressure. You don't believe that I am the one with the bad news that the doctor has given. The bad news is for the one who has listened to the bad news. Otherwise, you will become involved with the psychological effects. Oh, all of this is happening to me. The doctor has just given me the bad news that I'm sick. So you are now, you have occupied your original seat. You don't need to get into any. You don't need to move away from the seat of who you are. Otherwise, you will get engulfed in the worries of this will happen, and it will bother you unnecessarily. You see, it is the scientific circumstantial evidences that are going to run this body complex. You have taken the views of the doctor, but you should have the exactness within. In this Kali Yuga, in this very difficult to have satsang, and with all kinds of strifes and difficulties going on in the external world in this current time cycle, the one who has received this knowledge will know that he has the darshan of the Gnani Purush only, and therefore he has constant darshan of the self. He is not affected by what is going on. And yes, you can listen to other spiritual masters, but understand that this is only lectures. and then get on with it, because you have attained the ultimate self now. You don't need to, you just shake it off. There is no path can be compared to this path of Akram. This is very exclusive and unique. I have listened to the words of Lord Mahavir. It is said that if the one, if anyone reads the words of the fully enlightened one, the Tirthankar, without the right vision, then it becomes poison. And upon reading this, I wondered, what is more precious? Is it the book? Is it the speech? Or is it the vision? And so everything depends upon the vision. And Mithyatvi means poisonous. Even if he is speaking the most beautiful words of the Lord, if you or he does not have the right awakened vision of the self, then it becomes poisonous. Yes, you have to respect the person who is in front of you, a Tyagi, the one who has renounced the world. Yes, externally you appreciate him. So you have to say it as it is. And sometimes, when you say you are taking the train to Baroda, you become so tired because the train is going to take the whole night. Whereas all you have done is you bought the ticket, it's in your pocket, so you have to say it as it is. Why do you say I'm going to Baroda in the train? The train is going, and you have the ticket in your pocket, and you are currently a passenger in the train. If you say it as it is, you will not become tired. Is this not a beautiful talk? Is this difficult for you to understand? Why do you say I am going from one city to the other when you're in a train? The train is going. You are sitting there. You got the ticket of the travel in your pocket. You see, it is because it is an old psychological effect. You have heard it the old ways. Everybody says, I'm going from one place to the other. If he's driving, it's the car that is going, and he is sitting there in the car, but he says, I'm going. I said, the doctor may say that you have high blood pressure, but you have to settle it with equanimity. If the doctor says there are effects of high blood pressure on you, so doctor is speaking his language, you should be aware of that. Dadashri says, some doctor checked me and then he says that you have pressure effects. But the Dani says, I know exactly why pressure arose within me. But the doctor says that you have pressure. But I know why it happens. So I am at the causal level and the doctor says you have high blood pressure. There you see Dr. Niruben Amin sitting on his right side. This scene was in the 80s in United States. What is this little satsang? There is Gnani Purush Radhashri giving individual vision darshan. And now Dr. Niruben Amin, who was in his service for 20 years, now is serving personally prepared food. If she was in somebody's home, she would guide and direct how to make specific things. And you observe the Gnani now having a meal. The Gnani, observe him. There is a lot to be learned in observing the Gnani Purush having his meal. Niruma, Dr. Niruben Amin, as she was fondly later called Niruma, is serving him exactly, and the Gnani does not say a word during meal times. He is eating with full awareness. He knows what the teeth are doing, what the tongue is doing, who is taking the taste, who is enjoying the taste, and he is the knower of the one who is enjoying the taste. He would chew every morsel to the point where he is the knower of the actual ingredients, the spices in, and you can see that he makes very subtle gestures with the hand to really decide what is to be placed on the plate, the silver plate, as he takes a sip of soup, dal. He eats every item individually. In his latter years, he was suffering from chronic obstructive pulmonary disease because of heavy smoking in his prior years. He has to take the support of the table. You can see his accessory muscles, the neck, as the Puja Niruma serves him. And he decides what needs to be placed in the body. He is aware of the one who is making the decision as he takes the next morsel. The September issue of Dadavani magazine has got a detailed account of this inner visualization of the Gnani Purush during the times of meals. September 2010, please read it when it comes across you. There is young Niruma, who served him was his nurse, his cook, his confidante, his satsang recorder, his I will remove the word confidante. Somebody who would receive all the instructions from the Gnani. His ear, every questions that were asked, because the Gnani was hard of hearing, she would repeat them loud enough so that he could hear them, so that the exact answer would come. So Gnani Purush Dadashri has said, amazing things about the subsequent Gnani Puja Niruma, and these are in the Dadavani magazine of April 2006. Please look it up. And now we see Gnani Purush Dadashri giving darshan in the Garba. Now Garba is this traditional Gujarati circumambulation and folk dancing around the one that is highly revered, usually around the 9 nights of the goddess Amba. And with the beginning with the Gnani Purush, the Garbas started becoming around the Gnani Purush. Dr. Niruben Amin, he says that I am bowing down in front of the Gnani and I am doing namaskars to my Gnani Purush and Dada Bhagwan, Mara Dada, my Dada. In this current time cycles where everybody is burning externally through the internal conflicts of and the fire like fire of anger, greed, deceit, and pride and their complications, please, O my Gnani, calm their fires, calm their miseries, calm their conflicts. I bow down deeply and offer these wishes to my Gnani. And the Gnani says, please don't stop in front of me, carry on, carry on doing. And he's also inviting some men who are standing far away, feeling, oh, how can I dance? Right in public here, in a parking lot of a motel in United States. And so he's inviting other people, and you see gradually more men starting to join. It is when you forget yourself, your worldly self, that the real dance begins. He says, I place my heart at your feet, O my Lord. I do not want anything worldly in this life. I do not want anything material in this life. Niche namine, I am bowing down. Namaskar. I offer my total obeisance to the Dada who wears the black topi are the lines of this particular Garba song. And I touch the feet and say, I touched the feet of the Dada of Bhadaran. Bhadaran was the village where the Gnani Purush was raised. He was born in Tarsali, a suburb of Vadodara. Used to be called Baroda, just about 6 hours north by train from Mumbai, about an hour's flight north of Mumbai. Patra and apatra, whether I am fit for this knowledge, this supreme knowledge, or whether I am unfit for this supreme knowledge, whether I have what it takes to be a true spiritual aspirant, my Lord, I am giving it all to your feet. As far as the matters of liberation are concerned, I do not know anything. I surrender everything, and please purify my inner state. Shuddhikaran, purify my inner state complex of mind, chit, that which takes photographs and scenes, intellect, that which sees faults of others, and ego, that which makes me insist on other things. And there you see Niruma singing with love this same Garba as she continued to do so in the presence of Gnani Purush Dadashri, in the physical absence of Gnani Purush Dadashri until her last breath on March 19th of 2006, following which Gnani Purush Deepak Bhai took over the role. Atma Gnani Deepak Bhai took over this role of continuing to enlighten anyone who came to meet them and ask for the experiential answer of who am I and how do I become liberated from these kashais, this inner fire that is consuming me, even though I do not want to do so. The inner fire that is destroying me in my daily interactions. The inner fire that makes me hurt people that I care about. There he's sitting now, he's just raised. You can see he was in a wheelchair. He had sustained a hip fracture in his latter years, in the mid-70s. Sorry, in the late 70s. And again, some more of this. Now Gnani Purush is encouraging. He says, for eternal lives you have danced and rocked and danced in an external dance with your vision confined to I am John, I am Shava, I am Nada, I am Ron, I am Cecilia, I am Sarah, I am Babel. And now dance in the glory of the eternal vision that has arisen within you. Dance for the one who is awakened within you. You have never danced for him. I am just sitting here. I represent, I want you to think about him. I want you to direct your vision to that eternal within you. I do not want you to dance and praise me. I will leave this body, but the eternal one within is who I am. I am this knowledge. I am that. By the way, a much better actual video is available, DVD is available, but we have this through Ustream, so the colors are all different. If you just want to have the darshan, you can pick up the DVDs and purchase a set for you. There are 35 of them with many hours of this darshan. Gnani Purush Dadashri says that one dance of worth 48 minutes around this Gnani, the awakened one, will destroy your sins of infinite past lives, and it will give you the results of having done 50 samaiks or 48 samaiks, which is to be the self, B capital, S capital, and to see the self, to see with the inner eyes the small self that the world identifies as Jeff, Nada, Priya, or Patrick. Niruma asked, shall I sing one more? and now the next one. And so we have another Garba, another. All of these words are well known to the Mahatmas of Dadashri because they have been sung again and again. The words are available, and the translations of these words are also available. And he says, I bow, I tie a very tiny piece of string on the right hand of the one and the only one of the divine celestial being Amba Ma, Amba, and in return I ask for a total protection. You are a Veer, you are the mighty, fearless one. So by tying this, by tying this piece of string, oh Ambalal, which was his worldly name too, the one and the only one of Amba, please protect us. This thread is very precious, my lord. It is made of an ordinary piece of cotton, but the feelings behind it are as strong and stronger than the strongest substance available on this earth. And grant me the energy that will make true liberation prevail within me. And with the vision of the Divine One, grant me the energy that with the vision of the Divine One that you have given me, that all the remaining karma dissipate in this life of mine, my Lord. This Lord, the use of the term Lord is not being addressed to the one in front of us, but it is because of his presence that we have become enlightened. And therefore, those who want to use that word for this mind, speech, and body complex, that is fine too. Ultimately, they will have to rise higher to the eternal one that is within you and I, whether it is awakened or yet to be awakened. There you see beautiful images of the Gnani as he is also involved in the bhakti or the devotion to the eternal one within him too. He says, Nirmad Karunathi Nitarti. This Gnani Dada, Gnani Purush Dadashri, through your eyes flow the purest streams of compassion. And there you see one young lady coming and tying a rakhi or a simple piece of string of this that we are talking about and touches his feet. And as she tied the rakhi, you are also tying your rakhi or your raksha, the protector thread. Traditionally in India, a sister ties it on the hands of her brother So in turn, he will protect her from all evils and all difficulties in life. And he promises to do so. A mother ties it on the hand of her son who is going out in the battlefield so that he will come back alive. And we Mahatmas, we tie it, we tie it, we tie it on the hands of the Gnani for the eternal protection. The one whose heart is involved, the one whose very core is involved in eternal satsang, from him flow the pristinely flawless words of the Aptavani. There he is, and he's agreeing. He says, yes, I'm there to be there for you as your eternal protector, as the protector who will not only protect your eternal self, the one that is proceeding on the path of liberation, but I will also ensure that no major catastrophes befall upon you, and if they do, then they will pass away as if nothing has happened to you in the relative world. Ambe Mata na lala ne bandhu rakhdi re lol. There, another gentleman ties this beautiful Rakhi filled with a lot of love, and only the highest feelings where nothing of the self for the self is desired. There is no worldly desire. This is the Sarvani, this is the essence of the speech that places one in the state which has no death. Amritvani, it makes one beyond life and death, makes one eternal. This is the eternal speech. And he says, Antar khule che. He says, where the heart opens up, that is where real beauty lies. And Dada destroys the fire of illusion of the entire world. The illusory attachment towards the entire world is destroyed through this fire of knowledge. Dada destroys that illusory attachment, and the subsequent fire that arises because of this illusion that I am this body, that I am, and this is my world. And therefore I will never tire by saying Dada, Dada. This is one word which I will never forget. I will continue to say Dada, 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 because Dada is my eternal self. Dada is verily who I am. Dada is the knowledge of enlightenment within me. Therefore, my dear one, say Dada, 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 Dada. And except for Dada, don't say anything else. Dada is the self. Jai Sachidanand. Thank you very much. Jai Sachidanand. The awareness of the eternal is bliss. Please check dadabhagwan.org or dadashri.org. Just Google search Dadashri, DADASHRI, and you will have a new treasure that opens up within you.